Crypto Kingdom 78 back with our next token review. We'll see how long this video lasts. I'm going to try to make it, not too long, but I want to make sure everybody knows what they're doing here. Not a lot of people know about evergrowcoin.com yet. I'm kind of impressed with it in some ways, in the sense that it's got users coming in at, lately 2,500 a day. It's got about 10,400 users. When I was researching it yesterday, it was in the 8s. So to give you an idea, SafeMoon sometimes only does 2,500 in a day, and everybody knows about SafeMoon. So there's a few things I like about EverGrow. They burn half the tokens. You get rewarded in BUSD, Binance pegged. I will show everybody which one it is in my Trust wallet that you have to add. I'm not sure what happens if you don't add it. I would say don't try that. Just add the Binance pegged right off the bat, because that is how your reflections with EverGrow are rewarded. So don't, risk not doing it. Just follow the steps here that I tell you to, and do it first. Don't say, hey, where are my reflections later, and then worry that you're not getting them. So again, this is a BEP20. You're going to need Binance Smart Chain to swap for it. They have an anti-whale system. 0.0125% of the total tokens cannot be sold by any one person at a time. It used to be double that, 0.25, 0.25. I think it's 0.25, sorry. We'll take a look here on the website. I memorized my numbers pretty good, and because I just know all about these tokens because I spend a lot of time on them, as you've seen from my other videos. I don't just read the websites. I like that because it's not like, when these guys with SafeMoon, it's 10% out, but you see people sell 2 trillion tokens at once. This will really eliminate a lot of, the quick sells to knock down the price. So this should hold the price up. Another thing I'm pretty impressed with, I couldn't believe when I saw the amount of money people have into this. It's not like when you're going to go to BSC scan and check the balances that these people made this as a profit. It's impossible when we look at the graph. There's people in here on page 2, which is the top 100 accounts. Over $135,000 US is the 100th account, and that would get you 735 billion. So I can't say that I'm late or early on this one, because it's not that old and we don't know the price. It really hasn't fluctuated when we look at the graph that much, in the sense where, oh, this guy's got 135,000 now. He only started with 10,000. No, nothing's like that's happened. So I don't know if these were big BNB holders or people that know more about this particular token than I do, which is very easily possible, because if you're only concentrating on a few, it's a lot easier. But if I go ahead, I've done a sample buy of this just to have a little bit. A couple $100 just to see how it went. So if you go ahead with this, I don't know what I suggest you to buy yet. My channel, again, is not financial advice. I don't know how the Binance pegged is going to be rewarded. Like, it's 8%, but I don't know how that's, it's based on volume and a lot of things. I don't know what that's going to look like after a few days. If I go $10,000 in on this one, I don't know what I'm expecting at 8%, because it's so new. Their volume's not going to be obviously 100, 200 million a day yet, in overall sales in and out. So we just don't know yet. But looking at the website, you're going to use PancakeSwap for the most part. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using PancakeSwap. We can scroll down and see that they have that automatic buyback at 3%. 2% of every transaction's in the liquidity pool, but then they have like I said, it's 8%. I want to make sure everybody gets that Binance pegged BUSD into their wallet first. If you're not already having BUSD Binance pegged, I suggest you do add it first, or your reflections are probably going outer space, because I don't know what happens if you bought this token or coin, whatever you want to call it, and you don't have BUSD in your account. I don't know how they can go back in time and put it, I don't know what happens. I don't even want to know. But you can always go on their Discord and, if you forget and say, I've been holding this token for a week. Maybe some people have had it for a few days now. It's not that old. And you forgot to do the BUSD because you thought it was just static reflections of more tokens. You'd have to go on their Telegram or Discord and ask them, I don't understand how they would reimburse that. Maybe as soon as you add it, you get like the 4 days worth you're missing. I don't know. I've never had that happen because I always just take the precaution ahead of time and add it. I just don't want to have the grief of spending hours later trying to track people down to get a question asked. I hear the support here is good. That's what I've been hearing from quite a few hundred people. On the website here, you'll see what I just mentioned. So it is 0.125. I might have put another zero in there because I'm always thinking the decimal points there, but I know the numbers. 0.25. That's because they reduced the anti-whale because the tokens got burnt, 50% of them. BUSD reflection, again, here it is. It's the Binance pegged BUSD. So when you're on Trust Wallet, I will show you on this video, but when you're on Trust Wallet, or other wallets, you get a selection of different BUSDs. It has to be the Binance pegged or you won't get your reflections. Again, we don't know what that 8% looks like. Here's the multi-buyback. Read about the multi-buyback. I don't want to read the whole screen, but just read about it so you understand what the multi-buyback is. Once you read it on one token or website, you'll understand what the multi-buyback is. It's the same. It works for the same pretty much on every token that offers that. So it's not like a surprise, oh, how does this work? Liquidity pool, 2% again. It just tells you, here's the tokenomics. The main thing is right here. The main thing is this section right here. There's the breakdown of the 14%. 8, 2, 3, and 1 marketing wallet, I guess. They have a separate wallet just for the 1%. Buyback and burns, great at 3%. Again, read the buyback and burn, and then you'll think, wow, why isn't everybody else doing buyback and burn? Here's the ecosystem. Now, they have NFT lending. I've already checked this out. I'm going to put all the links that are available already down in the description below, so just check them out. The NFT marketplace looks pretty cool. There's nothing going to load, so it's not it's not your screen or your internet connection. It's in beta. So I believe everything's there except for the actual NFTs themselves. So I thought it was my computer for a while because when I'm back in Canada, I live out in the woods on on acreage. So my internet's, I wouldn't say it's crappy, but sometimes it's pretty slow because it's satellite. There's no DSL out here where I live. So anyways, it's not your internet if that happens to you in the NFT marketplace. They have a subscription platform, which is pretty cool. Like you gotta kind of read it to understand it. It's maybe easier for you to read it than me to explain it because I did read it and then, okay, I understand it. Because maybe sometimes I'm just assuming everybody, has been buying crypto as long as I have and just, catches on quicker. And plus, I don't want to make these videos like 38 minutes long. So subscription platform, like all these, just anything that has a link, I will put down the description box below. Any questions after that, that you may have, just hit me up in the comments or Twitter, whatever. I don't care. Just hit me up in the comments. It doesn't matter. I'll answer you. And again, sorry to anybody I couldn't get back to. A lot of these messages people are sending me on YouTube specifically. I click on the message and it's not there. It does not let me access that. Even in the channel, whatever you want to call it, studio, YouTube studio, under comments, they are not there. Even guys I talk to every day, some of their comments are there and some of them aren't. And there's nothing like, there's nothing in these comments that YouTube would be blocking. I'm not blocking them. So I don't know. And good luck getting YouTube support. They don't really have any, 3-6 weeks to get back to you. So staking pools, I haven't looked at yet. So I have to look at this. They have a game coming. I did read this. It's coming soon. And they have a swap exchange. It's beta. So this one's going to have everything between games, NFTs. It's pretty good. I haven't decided what I'm going to buy yet. Probably, I don't know. We just have to watch the price. There's people in here that are just massive whales already. I can't believe it. I thought I was seeing things when I saw the screen because not too many people dump this kind of money in something new. So maybe they know something more than I do. There was a pre-sale, so maybe that's how they got in at, maybe at a price that I don't know about. If somebody knows what the pre-sale price was, let me know, like in the comments, because I didn't hit this in the pre-sale. I have no idea what the pre-sale price was. All I know is on, if you guys go 150 accounts deep on page 3 of BSC scan, we're still in the $70,000 US neighborhood for 377 billion. So I just don't know initially what the cheapest was that we could have gotten those 377 billion. I believe this could go, to a penny at some point, as long as all this stuff comes true here. They have good support, and the token volume or overall circulating supply goes down quick, or whatever. I mean, if you're willing to wait a couple years, I'm sure they'll all hit a penny at then. But some people want to make money overnight. That's not going to happen. Anyways, just be careful when you're, investing. Don't put money into this unless, unless you're willing to wait. It's not going to happen overnight. I can tell you that right now. There's not enough users for it to happen overnight. For tokens to blow up, they have to be in the Shiba Inu category or above, like 500K. And I mean by how many holders? We've got to get these tokens up to 500,000 holders, which if this one keeps growing like this, 2,500 a day, we're going to hit 500,000 holders in like 3.5, 4 months if this pace, keeps up. Tokens burn right here is 510 trillion. Now, I haven't viewed this dashboard yet. I'm on an Android. I'm not going to view the dashboard right here. You guys can go through at your leisure and view everything that you want. I will put the links down here. The roadmap's like huge, like not huge in the sense of, it's just well organized. A lot like huge in the sense of just October, there's 5 projects, but a lot of these projects are really good. So, they're big. They can move the price. We've seen what the price has moved on other ones lately, just from NFTs alone. So we'll scroll back up to the top. evergrowcoin.com is the domain. We're going to go over to their Twitter. Let's hit refresh. Let's see how active they are on Twitter. 10,100 followers. Give them a follow if you want to, follow something that I think could be a big project here. They seem to, have a tweet every so often. They retweet a lot of SafeMoon stuff as well, or at least some of their followers are into SafeMoon. I don't know who, they don't have a wallet coming, I guess, yet, but this could be, a big SafeMoon type token. I wish it had like 10 zeros, but maybe it did in the pre-sale. So EverGrowcoin EGC is the @ for Twitter. We'll take a look at the coin market cap here. We're at 6,018. Well, it just flipped to 1740. Let's just take a look at one thing today. Let's take a look. Okay, so the volume is half decent. It's got like SafeMoon slow day volume, 6.5 million to give you an idea. Market cap, it's already at 85 million. So maybe this is doing better than what they thought it would do, like the creators of it. Now, here's the thing on the graph. It looks like even still, if somebody got this in the, what do we got here in the graph? Sometimes these zeros are hard to catch. It looks like 7 zeros. 708, 70658, somewhere in that range. Still would have cost you a lot of money to buy those tokens, like hundreds of thousands of dollars for the big accounts here. So again, everything if you're new to crypto is right on this page. Most of the stuff you guys are going to be looking for, coin market cap, just underneath the supply. You're going to get your contract address. You're going to be able to see what markets it's on underneath, and you're going to be able to get everything you need here. You're going to be able to link to their Twitter, chat. Chat will take you to their Discord, and I haven't had time to add another Discord ever since Ghostface and a lot of other people just messaged me on there. I turned it off on my phone. It's just too busy. I can't. If I'm on Discord all day, I won't get any videos done. Let's put it that way. So again, this is just my first simple look at EverGrow coin. Hopefully it's new to most of you, which it should be, because it's only got 10,300 holders. So it should be new to 99.99% of the people on here and on the internet in general. So it's a token I'm going to buy. I'm just watching the price. Just use common sense. My channel is not financial advice. If you want to copy what I'm doing, go ahead. Seems to work out well because I do make a lot of money with crypto. And you can see from my other videos, I've caught some at 11 zeros, and they've already dropped like 3 zeros. So, for example, I can tell you in one of my ones, Saitama, when it first came out, we were 11 zeros. I can't remember what it was, but it was only like $60 for a trillion. Trillion in Canadian dollars has been up to about $23,000 already, and this was within 2 months. So imagine taking $60 and getting back $23,000. But the whole thing is, you didn't have to just buy 1 trillion. You could have bought 10 trillion of Saitama. You'd have 230,000 Canadian. about 175, 180, 190 US thousand, like 190,000 US, give or take. I mean, because the price fluctuates, and you do have to catch it on the swap back to Ethereum at that price. Again, make sure, I've got people asking me about buying other tokens, other than Ethereum-based tokens, other than this. Watch that gas price. I can't answer questions of, what's the fees going to cost if you're new on Ethereum. Ethereum fees, and almost all fees on here are based on the gas fees. So you can always go to submit, but don't approve the transaction, just to get a feel for, if you only want to buy $100 worth of something, sometimes I suggest it's not worth it, because the fee, the fee is just going to put you so far in the hole to begin with that you might as well buy like $300 worth and pay almost the same fee, rather than, wait and get more money and then do a bigger transaction, rather than do micro transactions at once. It's like hitting an ATM machine up 4 times in a row for $20, paying the fee $4, $3.50, or whatever the fee is 4 times, rather than just using the ATM once for $80. So that's basically how you can relate it to crypto. So, because I come from the processing world of terminals. So I've seen people before, pay service fees 4 and 5 times. Meanwhile, they could have just used it once for the lump sum. I'm noticing that. That's why you don't see me make small purchases on here, usually of $50 or $100, unless I have BNB change back and the fee is only going to be like $6. It's not worth it, because you're almost banking on the token or coin having to 10x just to get your money back. So again, EGC token, just a little bit of advice, and we'll see you guys in the next video.